Well, we're going to continue our discussion with the Human Rights Commission here in Fairmont. Rikki Butler is here, and Rikki has played a very instrumental part in getting the whole idea originating, going, and fostering the people together. Rikki is a Fairmont resident who has always been an advocate for human rights wherever she's been. And so, Rikki, we thank you for coming. We know that you have a lot of strong thoughts about human rights, what it is, what it means, and what we should be about in Fairmont. And it was good to hear that we've had a Human Rights Commission in the past, and now we're trying to reactivate it. So first of all, tell us about the importance of human rights to you and what you think it means and what it can help us do here in Fairmont. Well, first of all, start and tell us what you think human rights is all about.
Well, I think that when it comes to human rights, there really isn't a definite definition. It's more of a broad spectrum, and it means multiple different things from, as we know, the plain examples of a disability or handicapped, gender identity, sexual orientation, housing, employment. Nowadays it's been environmental, so there's all kinds of different human rights, but ultimately it means that treating a person with dignity and equality, or the universal law of do unto others as you would have done unto yourself, and just being aware that no one's better than anyone else, and even though sometimes you have to put your differences aside to help somebody else that's in need, regardless of how you feel about it.
And I know you've talked some about situations you've been involved in, particularly in terms of housing, renting. Rental properties is always a big issue here, and so share with us one or two stories that you've heard of, or maybe that you've been involved in that concern the issue of human rights, because you are a very strong spokesperson for this.
Yes, you had asked about how I feel it can benefit the city of Fairmont, and you're right, our charter has been outdated since 1978, and I think as on a personal level and starting out in life, getting apartments where the furnaces don't work, or the windows are broken, or it takes the landlord or a maintenance man forever to come and fix something, or and we have no escrow accounts, and I don't know if it's our whole state or just the city of Fairmont, so that means you can't withhold something from that landlord. However, you could go to court and have it paid back to you. So on that account, even if you be like, no, I'm not going to pay, which sometimes it does come down to things like those ultimate taking a stand. So, and these landlords get away with it. Oftentimes people don't know about their renters' rights, and
Absolutely.
yeah, or the fires with renters insurance and things like that, even if it might be an issue with the landlord's maintenance and not necessarily falling on the tenant side, things like that, even down to pest.
That's exactly what I was saying. I've had more concerns and thoughts people have told me about cockroaches and
Even rats.
Rats running around.
Raccoon. I mean, just anything. Spiders. I had an incident with a spider. Actually, trapped the spider and took it to court with me. So, yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Education is definitely the key. I think holding public meetings alongside of our meetings is a excellent idea and a way to communicate with the community, and you'll soon to find out that you either have like-minded people, and you can also have people who are open to new ideas and can, I wouldn't say follow along, but just be as active, and sometimes people are afraid to step out, and you'll be surprised how much of a human right you didn't know that you had.
Rikki, what other thoughts do you have? Anything else that you'd like to share about the Human Rights Commission, or about what you would like to see us be involved with?
I think that the commission is definitely a must. Pretty much, with so much going on in the world as well as on a local level, that just having someone who can walk somebody through those steps would definitely be a plus in any city or town.
Absolutely. And we talked about also, we have a city manager who is of Hispanic descent, who understands what it is also to come from another culture and environment. And I think that is a plus for us. Plus, we have members on city council that are leaning toward the affirmation of human rights, who even in their own jobs have made them very sensitive to the issue. So there appears to be a groundswell of support for this issue, and the fact that you said we need people to help other folks just walk through some of the processes, because sometimes we just don't feel as if there's anybody there that can help us. And this would at least be one place a person could go when we get it all together.
Yeah, I agree, because not everybody knows how to navigate the internet or even have the resources to do so. Sometimes you might be just, unaware that you can, like we were just saying. So, absolutely, and that's what the Human Rights Commission's job is to help the public before we go a step further. They may be able to settle things on a indirect level, I guess.
So there you go. That's one of the new events that's happening here in Fairmont, and we thank Rikki for coming on and sharing her thoughts with us, as well as Phil Mason, who came on earlier.